Hello everyone, I'm Alistair and welcome back to Timberborn, to our insane challenge. Because it is insane and you need to be insane to be playing with these settings. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to go back and watch the first two videos, I guess. Yep, so we are heading into a drought. Hopefully it will be not too long. But we have our 4 pumps working tirelessly to fill up our storage tanks. Yeah, we don't have not even 4,000 water stored. The preferable way would be to have full tanks. That would be for the best. In the last episode we built this bridge and now we should have an access to metal deposit. Well, to this metal ruins. We just need to add this staircase or stairs up. And we will need some storage here and scavenger flags. We can unlock scavenger flag already. Then smelter, that will be another 300 science, that's not that much. And how much power do we will need? 200 beaver power, okay. 150 planks, let's keep making those. And yeah, the population, we are still not going to reach the full 20 beavers. Well, we have currently 20 beavers, but I paused one of the breeding pods and that will go down eventually, as if we need to have storing a lot of water to sustain us for that 180 days drought that will eventually come, and we need to be ready for that. And this is nice and blocked. Maybe we can use this area later for something, but it is quite far away, so not anytime soon. At least the bad water will not be, you know, held there after the bad tide. So that's good. Yes, we are getting all the water we can get. That's fine. So we will be making metal soon. I will start working on that, and then next part will be probably to invest into a large tank. Let's unlock it right now. We will want to build a bunch of these so we can hold a lot of water, and then let's go landscaping. And I would like to have an explosives factory, but that's 400 science. We need bad water pump, so that's 650 science. That's 1250 already with the single dynamite. And for the bigger ones we will need even the extract, so we will need a couple of thousand science to do that. But for now, let's focus on metal. So let's build a large industrial pile here. This will be for scrap metal. We currently don't have enough beavers, and we will highly probably not have at all, but I will try to put at least one scavenger flag there. Put the workplace priority to lower, and we can start working on this now throughout the drought. Yeah, we definitely can. This is disconnected. Yes, I disconnected the road. But we can reconnect it now. And our beavers can start working on these. Maybe we can shorten the route. I was thinking about building a stairs here, going up and building it from there, but they will be faster to build it this way. Anyways, let's do that. Close the floodgates. And brace for impact. 40 days. Alright, not too bad. I'm going to keep these 4 pumps running. Now, planks. Let's pause that. Anyways, we don't have a power, and I don't want any beavers to be working here in a large power wheel right now. I rather have our pumps running and filling up our storages, because the water is better in our water tanks, as it can't evaporate. It can evaporate from the lake, and then we will lose it. But when it is already in our tanks, we are perfect. We are safe. So that's what we are going to do. And they shall start working on these levees. We have only 2 builders. And I have 2 fluid dams running. Okay, let's keep running only one. The other beaver went somewhere. Ah yeah, we have 3 inventors running. Let's swap them for 2 more builders. One inventor will be working. They want to be working on this extension for our reservoir. And then later, from here, we can already plan that. That's quite high, okay. Let's use the levee. It's more expensive than building a platform, but we don't need to manufacture the logs. Whoop. So we are going up here. This should be a shorter route. Not that we need it really for the construction, but we will have some pumps here later. This one will remain here where it is. And here on this edge we will build, or cliff, we will build 2 more pumps. Because this will be much deeper than the rest. Let's prioritize this. This will be much deeper than the rest of the reservoir, so even if we pump all the water from here, there will still remain some water down here. So we want to be able to pump it out. Otherwise it will just evaporate and we have no real benefit from it. So that's the plan. And we have plenty of time to do it. I see our blueberries went down a bit. Let's turn on the gather flag for a while. And for the kohlrabis, we don't need another storage, I think. At least not right now. I'm not going to build anything else. Let them first work on this. And yeah, then scavenger flag. And then we can work on other stuff. For now, this is enough. And as soon as we have some... we are down to 18 beavers, yeah. As soon as we have some more beavers, we can... yeah, when we filled up the water tanks, I will pause most of the pumps and start making maybe gears again. Yeah, we have only 25 stored, and for these massive tanks, we will need 60 for each. So we should even build a storage for gears. Yeah, medium warehouse. Let's build it. Yeah, let's build it here. This will be our storage for gears. And of course we need to get rid of this one pesky tree here. And then replace it with a levee. Okay, I'm going to speed this up as there is not much for us to do. Okay, blueberry storage is filled up. There is no point running that gather flag forever. It's more like a seasonal job. For the kohlrabis, we can plant more here, even if it looks like we don't really need it. Because these are still unharvested. 8 days passed. We are doing good. How's the well-being? Last time I mentioned that I should build the rooftop terraces. Look at this. This is a good spot. We are going to spend some hard-earned resources. Fortunately, I can't really fit the stairs here. Yeah. Okay, it will be expensive, whatever. Oh, we don't have 3 platforms, and they are really expensive. Wish I had treated planks, otherwise we would be able to do these spiral stairs. Maybe I can work around this a little bit, maybe not. No, this is really not a good spot. Now what? Let's remove some of the kohlrabi here. As I said before, we have way more than we need. And with that we will be able to build path up. Yeah, let's do this first. Let's do the well-being. This is close to our builder, so this will go fast. Now remove the kohlrabis, please. And we can have stairs like this, and then path around. Perfect. And this evening they should already have an access to 2 rooftop terraces. Perfect. So our well-being will go up. Maybe even to new heights? Maybe not. Not really. They are working 18 hours a day. They are hard to please. And I don't blame them. Right, 28 days to go. Our water tank seems to be mostly full, so let's keep only 2 pumps running. So we have more beavers for other stuff. Let's lower to 3 builders. And open the gear workshop and power wheel. Alright. Oh, they are going quite well. They just can't get here. We need to extend the road from the both sides. And probably we will need to get up there to be able to finish it, because they will not be able to reach that part in a lake. Or maybe we can just build a bridge here. Yeah, that will work. And a bunch of platforms. Yeah, we will survive without those planks. It's not that big of a deal. We can always make more. And we are not really in a lack of trees. Or the logs. I'm going to prioritize building that medium warehouse for our gears, so we can store more than 60. Perfect. I'm not expecting to be filled up anytime soon, but it is good to have a little bit of surplus. Our tanks are full. We will pop this out completely, that's for sure. But it is, as I said, it is better to have it in our storage tanks than let it evaporate. Okay, we are down to 17 beavers with 1 children. So far so good. Water will be soon gone. I mean from this reservoir. But we have only 17 days to go. Well, 18. 18 days to go. That's like nothing. There will be much worse seasons ahead of us. We just need to wait. And they will come. They will bite us into ass. And you know what? Let's go and build this path here. Let's do this. And from here you will be able to get up on these levees too. I will remove most of these roads later. For now they are kinda useful, so let's keep them. Even if they look ugly. And we are down to 60 planks. Maybe we will start making more planks instead of gears. Yeah. Let's make more planks. And water is gone, so we can pause the pumps. We can have more builders now. Yeah, only the inventors are unstaffed. That's okay. We are down to 16 beavers. Let's unpause the second breeding pod for a while. Let's grow the population a little bit back up. since we are doing great and we are not having the long droughts, so we can afford it. Oh, we don't have any hovers anymore. Yeah, we dropped down to 15 beavers. That's fine. We can work with that. It looks like that they don't even need that bridge. Well, at least for now, until they block themselves out, which they already did. Because they can't reach this one now. It's fine. Well, they can reach if they go around, but screw that. We will build that bridge anyways. Or maybe we will go on top of these levees. We can do that too. Like prioritize this area. Only 3 days to go. We are doing perfectly. Not a single issue. That's a change. And our plank storage is full again, so let's switch to gears. And 3 kids, perfect. 16 beavers, we are growing again. We just need to maintain that balance. Do not grow too quickly. For our own good. Otherwise we are just done, like before. We already almost died once when I let growing the population way too quickly. I went too high. We were at 22, 23 beavers or something like that. And then the drought hits the 60 days or 48 days or whatever it was. It was rough. And now the drought is over. So open the floodgates. When the water reaches here, I will open this one pump. Okay, water is rushing here before the bad water. That's good. Hopefully this will not get contaminated. It is getting contaminated. Okay, I'm going to disconnect this road here. All right. So they will not be able to get there anymore. Only from this side, from the top. But that's fine. We can work with that. I was hoping they will be able to build it in that one season, but it's a lot of work for just 4 builders. Well, and most of the time, not even 4 builders, but much less. So still, they done a good job. Look at that. It's almost done. And we will be filling it up from this floodgate. So we don't need to really adjust anything else, just build the walls. This Red Sea here is really terrible. This little water is mixing with too much bad water that you can't even see it properly, only on few spots like here where the contamination is a little bit lower. But this is just pure bad water. Okay, turn back on 2 pumps. What we are going to pause? Yeah, this definitely. We don't need to be generating power when we have bad water doing it for us. 5 buildings unstaffed. Alright. We lost the haulers. I would like to have a haulers, but it is what it is right now. And our builders, you know what? Let's go and prioritize building this storage for the scrap metal and a scavenger flag. So we can soon start gathering that. Oh, we are down to 14 beavers. Alright. It's okay. At least the water consumption will be low. I need to go carefully in this because, as I said many times before, we can die really easily. And suddenly. Speed it up. Let's see how long will be this wet season. Our water tanks are almost full. We are missing just this medium one because it is so far away. Maybe we can swap the 1 pump here, 1 pump down here. Beaver is injured, that's okay. And we have a scavenger flag. But no one is working there. which is not surprising, but we have it built. We just need to wait for our population to go up a little bit. And only 9 days long, but fortunately we have enough water stored, so it won't be a catastrophe. And it is another drought, so I'm suspecting a bit longer than the last one. The last one was only 40 days, so this may be much longer. We'll see about that in just 1 day. And I can rebuild this road back again. As you can see, the water is clear here, so they can be traveling through that again. And this, it is still okay. The water, I was going to say it's still getting water in, but as I was just going to say, it went back, it got backflow again, and I don't want to be losing water from here. 72 days, yeah, that's what I was talking about. It's getting worse and worse. So let's see quickly how much water we will need, approximately. But that's 17 beavers already. I may stop that breeding pod again. But let's check. Where's my calculator again? Badio. Okay, currently 17 beavers, but let's calculate for like 20 beavers. And that's 72 days. We need 4,320 water, not the fluid dumps accounted. So yeah, quite a lot of water. And that's for 20 beavers. So let's keep working with that, so we can grow the population to 20 beavers. And we should be okay already with our storage tanks. So I'm going to keep both breeding pods running for now. And again, we are not making any gears, so let's pause that. We have 120 in our storage, so let's stop with it for a while. Okay, it seems that we have our haulers back again. Good. Maybe we can work with just one haulers right now. This is going well. Okay, we are still at 16 beavers. I'm going to speed this up again. There is not much I can do right now, just to keep an eye on it and keep these water wells filled up. Okay, this L section seems to be done, almost. Alright, only 3 buildings unstaffed, that's nice. Instead of that inventory, let's start running the scavenger and collecting the scrap metal. So I want to build up a nice stockpile here, then we will build a smelter, maybe directly here next to our power wheel. And then we will have another storage for the scrap metal built down here. And this will be set up to obtain. That's the plan. And we will need another storage for metal blocks. Large pile? Yeah, let's go with a large pile. We'll probably not be able to fill it up, but we will be prepared at least. I am expecting them to get stranded anytime soon. You know what? Don't even build that bridge. Screw that. This way it will be cheaper. We'll just need a few platforms here. And that's it. I know I could have just built road on the whole, levees on top of it, but that would require building more levees, and I don't want to. This is fine. I can live with that. And then we shall focus on building a few more storage tanks. I kinda wish that we had a road here. Yeah, I built it. Not really wrong, but it could have been better. Anyways, this is not being submerged at all, so we can have one of our first built here. I am not going for aesthetics or anything, just pure survival, so this will do. We can build it there. That will expand our storage for like 3, 6, 9, 12, 4 these medium tanks. Yeah. They are expensive, but they're good. But we can't build them before we are producing metal blocks. But we will get there. They are already working on that smelter, but first let's prioritize these platforms and do that first. And I'm going to remove these roads. We are not using them at all. If we will need to access to these pumps, we can rebuild the road. I'm not planning to do anything with that. No plans to go here for now. Only leave the stairs as they are expensive. Just remove the roads. Okay, we don't need an access there. We never built that pump, so let's remove that. Let's keep only these roads here. For our pumps, I mean. And that's it for now. Yes, scrap metal storage is filling up nicely. And we just need to finish one last levy, and this is done. We will be able to fill it up in next season. So let's keep open these floodgates. And here, remove this road together with that stairs. And we are going to build 1, 2, 3 pumps here. 3 pumps here. Let's do it differently. I don't like the road, how it was. This will be the road. And highly probably we will build a few water tanks here, or we will just prioritize them and keep the tanks that we have already built. Okay, you don't need to be working here now, but the workplace priorities will be on the highest, as it should be for the pumps. And we are currently at 21 beaver, so let's pause one of the breeding ponds. And we have a smelter done. Nice. Okay, now this scrap metal. Yes, they are already delivering some scrap metal. We have 2 unemployed, so we can slowly start making metal blocks. It will not be much, but you know what? First, let's go and remake the planks as we used our full, stockpile. So rebuild our stockpile of planks first, and then we can work on the metal. And I really want to expand the storage for the water. 45 days to go. Okay, this is emptied completely. Let me recalculate. Because I want to be sure to not screw up. So we have 21 beavers. And 45 days to go. We need almost 3,000 water. We can still go and pump some water from there, so let's do that. It will not be much, but it is at least something. And we will need to make more gears. Yeah. But the next season we are definitely building first of our large tanks. First of its kind, but not the last. That's for sure. Right, 100 planks already. I'll keep it running for a couple more days. Then I will switch it to metal blocks. Oh, we are low on berries. Let's open the gatherer's flag. Oh, that's the path. Here. Gatherer flank. Okay, we are down to 20 beavers. Good, good, good. Let's keep it that way. All the water was pumped. We have only this lake access, but I guess we don't even need it. And we have currently either builders, so we should work on something else. So let's, for instance, build the stairs up here. Going to remove this road. I still wish there was just a tool for removing the roads. Okay, let's build this. Remove a bunch of these trees. And from here we will have another path down here and reconnect to the pumps. Because we can. That's why. And our storage with planks seems to be full. So let's pause plank production and open our smelter. They will not be getting their full power, or maybe they will. We have one more unemployed beaver. Let's do that. And we even have all of our 3 inventors. That's perfect. So that's that. Is this road is almost rebuilt. Perfect. And now let's open these 2 fluid dumps. Pumps, water pumps. Okay, only one pump. There is still a little bit of water. Let's keep pumping that. The hovers will bring the water back into settlement. And our first metal blocks are being manufactured and already delivered to the large tank. So it seems that we will already build it before the end of the drought. Brilliant. And this odd medium tank, let's remove that. It's in the wrong spot. I don't like it. Instead, we can take those planks and start making a big storage here. On pylons like this, well, on the platforms. So they are closer to our pumps. So we will have this expansion. We can plan on a new one right away. Why not? We don't need to be figuring out anything. Let's just go straight like this. Yeah, this will work. And here. Here. I think we will go like this. Now, the question is, should we go all the way here? Because I don't want to cause the water to overflow. If we fill this up fully to 2 height, this will get flooded. Yeah, don't build it there. My bad. Don't build it there. Let's build it properly here. Yeah, we don't lose these resources now because I destroyed it way before it was finished. So that's good. We are not losing anything. Otherwise, we would get only 10% from what we put into it. And I'm thinking about doing this. And then this is blocked already. We have this here. This will be a big project, but why not? I can't block the whole area here because that will be way too much water flow through here, I guess. Oh, there's plenty of options to get out of the map. But just in case, to be safe, don't do that. We can do this for the start. This will be a lot of logs. But this will be the first phase. And let's go like this. And with this doing, we should have more water than we will need for foreseeable future. Probably. It's not the highest priority project, so they can work on it. At least they will be kept busy. Let me just build stairs down here so they can reach the rest. After we get rid of these dead trees here. Always those bloody dead trees in a way. Always. They are blocking our progress. Right, we will go around and around and around and like this. And we need to get down here too. Yeah, this will be good enough. And we have our first large water tank. Lovely. 18 days to go. We are down to 18 beavers. 4,000 water still in tank. Oh, yeah. While I was planning, I forgot about this. Always something. I shouldn't be running in on 30 speed when I'm planning bigger projects, because this happens all the time. We'll be fine. It's okay. We have still 600 food in our storage. And I unpaused the second breeding pod again. Oh, no one is working in a smelter. Okay, let's pause that then. Those beavers can be used elsewhere for now. I forgot about this pump. Let's pause it. No point of working there anymore. And we are low on planks again. Do we have enough beavers? Only one inventory is working. Anyways. Let's open that and our industrial lumber mill. We will lose, yeah, our haulers. That's okay right now. I would rather have to be able to manufacture more planks, as they are vital for our future. And you know what? Let's prioritize the tank right now. So they bring all the resources they can first, so we will be quicker to build it after the end of the drought. And then be able to use it as soon as possible. And only 9 days to go, we still have 4,000 water. That's an achievement for our beaver kind. And I never stopped the gatherer flag. Yeah, I got distracted by something else. He shouldn't have been running all the time. It's a waste of workforce. Anyways, we are still doing good. And the new expansion is going up quite well. That will take a few seasons to finish. But I must not forget to remove the roads. Otherwise they will get contaminated. And no, I don't want to build bridges everywhere. They are quite expensive. 24 planks and 24 logs. Hopefully, when I remove this road, they will not be able to get down there. I'm hoping. Let's test it out. Okay, I just removed the road. Okay, this is all too far away. So let's keep it that way. Anyways, it's not really that important to build it as quickly as possible. We already done our expansion. I swapped the lumberjack for this one so they can chop down all those dead trees that are here forever now. Even some of the oaks died. And it doesn't matter because the drought is over in a half a day. Okay, we can pause this large power wheel and make sure no one will get contaminated or anything bad to them happen. Ah yeah, open the floodgate. That would be advisable to do if we want to get fresh water in, right? If I only focused on building this wall, we would not have this problem, but it's fine. It's okay. Hopefully there will still be enough room for that water to get out without flooding when we finish building this contraption here. And then when we have a lot of science and plenty of explosives and gears and metal blocks, we can cover this area permanently. That's our goal, that's our purpose on this map. Anyways, bring all the fresh water inside and turn all the sacred pumps on so we can pump it out. And this is nicely being filled up. Lovely. That will be a lot of water for our disposal. Okay, how we are doing with food? We could be doing a little bit better, but we are still alright. Especially when this was dried out for some time before I noticed it, finally. We have 6 unstaffed buildings. Hauling posts, inventors, scavenger flag. Yeah, we are down to 16 beavers, so that's why. We need to work on well-being soon, I guess. And planks are good. We are low on logs. Yeah, we need to have at least one lumberjack to be working all the time. No one was working there, that's why we went down to 10 logs, and we are using a lot of them for building these levees. So that's to be expected. But right now, let's over the... we already have only 2 builders. Let's go to 1. We can increase that throughout the drought again. Hopefully there will be not a bad tide, otherwise this construction will slow down significantly. But it's still bad tide will be kinda good for us. Especially if it is the short kind, not the very long ones. Anyways, planks enough. Keep making gears. And then we will switch back again to smelter. And I'm thinking that I have a feeling that I forgot about something, but everything seems to be in order, so I'm not sure. We'll find out later, as always. Let's speed it up. First thing in order is to pump water and fill our storage tanks. But it seems that we don't have enough throughput with just those 4 pumps. So I'm going to open additional 2 pumps. Because we want those tanks filled up. Or at least we want to pump as much water as we can throughout the temperate season. Because you can see... again, this will be only 9 days long. So we preferably want our tanks filled up at this time. It will not be possible to fill it up completely. That's fine. Okay, we are already losing water, so let's stop that. And I'll keep those pumps running so we can pump the water into tanks quickly. Alright, drought, 47 days, not too bad. Let's pause the gear workshop. I'm going to keep pumps running until our tanks are filled up. And then we can start working on something else. We have 218 logs again. Which buildings are unstaffed? Inventor, inventor, and inventor. So we should be able to muster 2 more beavers for the smelter and power. Scavenger is not working right now. Let's pause the builders. And I want smelter to be running. So we can... so yes, so we can build a large tank. We need 21 more metal blocks. And we are still kinda lowish on kohlrabies here. We don't have that much room here, nor do we have enough beavers. But more important, we don't have enough beavers to build more farms. This should still be good. We are at 18 beavers. But I would like to see that storage with kohlrabies completely full. That's what I'm aiming for, as always. Look at this. This will save us, probably. Let's even... no, we don't need to close it, really. Preferably, we want to build pumps more further away here, but that would be really expensive in our current situation. So this pump down here will, you know, work when these three can't pump any more water. We will make it better later. For now, that's good enough. Mediocrates would be proud. Meh, good enough. 2 metal blocks we manufactured. Well, that's going slow. Probably because they don't have enough power. We need 2 workers in a large power wheel. Warp speed it is. Don't forget about these fluid dumps. Again. 1 disaster is enough. And we have 18 beavers with 2 kids. Soon we will have 20 again. No one is working in a smelter, you're joking. They are working for nothing in that large pump wheel. Alright, pumps. We still don't have enough water? Well, enough water. All storage tanks filled up. Yeah, haulers could definitely help with that. No, but instead of these pumps, let's have 2 haulers. And prioritize these pumps. Only the pumps shall be prioritized on this map. Nothing else. And then if everything is prioritized, then nothing is prioritized, yeah? So only pumps. But we are already having more water than before. But I would like to see those tanks being filled up completely. We can use 1 builder and start delivering those metal blocks to our large tank here. And that will give us another 1200 water. Okay, 9 more metal blocks. I think we have enough even. Okay, I think we have enough. Let's lower the workers in a power wheel and switch to gear workshop again. As we have only 19 gears. And our second large tank is already built and it's being filled up with water. So we can now hold 7600 water. Hell yeah. And we have 36 days to go. Let's rebuild this piece of road down here and continue working on these levees. Food is going up. That's good. Okay, the main reservoir dried out as usual. So this first section of the levees was finished. Now they can work on this one here. Let's try prioritizing this first level so we can stop bad water from coming in again. But I guess it will come in again from this side anyways. Yeah, never mind. Let's keep it prioritized anyways. Okay, those 4 pumps are probably overkill now. Let's keep only 2 pumps running. So we have even a little bit of inventors working. And I'm going to keep unlocking stuff that we need for even later. So that will be bad water pump, explosive factory, and then dynamite, centrifuge we want, centrifuge, and another dynamite. We will not probably even need that many dynamite as we are quite low on this map already. What will be useful? Probably the dirt excavator, but we can still deepen this area at least by 2 blocks. I think yes. This is 0, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can definitely go at least by 2 down. So we can make this deeper to hold more water, and that way we will not need to build that many of these reservoirs. Okay, this was all pumped out. Let's switch to these 2 pumps. New pumps up here, and they can continue pumping water. The point is to keep our water tanks filled up as much as we can all the time. That way it is much easier to manage. the harsher droughts or bad tides. Oh, we have one unemployed beaver. Where can I employ you? Scavenger flag, yeah, I paused that. You can work there for now. Or maybe I should have put him into a builders. But I increased the builders anyways. We have still one inventor working. That's enough. Okay, that first level there is finished. So maybe we can do the same here. Let's prioritize that. And we may be able to stop bad water coming into this area. I'm not even going to stop the breeding pods right now, as we are entering the tempered season, well, the wet season as I call it. So we may stop it only afterwards if there will be a very long drought. So I will try to keep our population as high as possible for the time being and according to our resources. Okay, they can reach everywhere here. Just need to build it now. And I was mentioning well-being. What we can do? Something cheap. We can do scratchers. They're not that expensive. And we don't have too many beavers. So let's just remove these two small water tanks and instead build the scratchers there. They are just 5 planks, 5 logs. Not that bad. But let's pause the gear workshop and open the lumber mill again. And manufacture more planks. Oh, we pumped out all the water from here. Or mostly it evaporated probably. That's okay. 15 days. Let's keep this one pump open. Maybe we won't bring that much water in, but it will be at least something. And we need to open the gatherer flag again. Well, we still had 100 berries, but it's never good to go to zero with food and water and stuff like that. Right, we have those two scratchers? Yes. But I don't have that much time to use them as they are working 18 hours a day. Maybe I should lower that, at least for a while. Yeah, let's try working with 16-hour workdays. I think we cycle 17. We've been working a very long time with 18 working hours a day. Maybe it's time to, you know, ease out a little bit. Planks are going up, logs are going down, so I'm going to pause the plank production and open the rest of the lumberjacks to increase our storage of logs. Maybe we can even build another level here for the log storage and go a little bit of vertical. Yeah, let's expand our storage for logs. Oh, this is looking good. I like it. So the first level will be done by the end of this season. And they can slowly work on the second layer. And after that's finished, we can build like a floodgate here, or even release water from these. We already have a floodgate here. We don't need to build a new one. And we have 2 unemployed. Oh, we are at 24 beavers. Let's keep it running for now. That's okay. Let's open the smelter. They will not be any efficient really about it, but they will be producing some metal blocks. Oh, our food is going slightly down. Yeah, we have plenty of beavers. We are currently at 26. Let's pause one of the breeding pods, yeah, because we could have a problem with food, which we don't want to have. I'm going to expand this field, but they will not grow much this season as we have only 4 days to go. But for the next season we can do it. We have even 4 homeless. Let me build... Oh, I should have unlocked the large row house. Yeah, let's do that. And we can squeeze the whole population to some small area. We don't have that big barracks. Ah, we have. Here. Let's remove that. Let's remove all of the houses. Yeah, we will not get much wood back from it. But that's fine. And I'm going to build it in the same spot, but this time this can hold 8, so that's 8, 16, 24 beavers we can hold here. And we can have even one more for like expansion, like that. That's for 32 beavers in that tiny area. Let's build this. That's only logs. That will be quick. And just one day to finish this drought. Oh, I forget about this pump. He was still going to work, even there was nothing to do for him. For many days. Or for her. Just sitting there, the best job ever. Especially if you have a Wi-Fi signal. Which beavers don't have, apparently. And we have that second storage for logs built. And as I was talking over myself, the water rushes in. Brilliant. Okay, we shouldn't be worried about our beavers going down here now, as the bad water should not reach that area. If we didn't miss the spot, but it seems that everything is built up. Perfect. They even built a second level here already. In this area. Yep. And the water is here. And we have 3 lumberjacks running here, which is a little bit overkill, kinda, right now. At least they chop down all those trees. Well, there are still some dead trees in the back, but that's okay. Let's have the fourth farmer, I mean. Stop this power nonsense. And let's start making gears again. And pumps, of course, pumps. Yeah, we need these 4 pumps to be running again. And we will want another expansion. What? 2 more water tanks. Large water tanks, to be more precise. That's 2400 water that we want to add to our storage. And that way we will be almost at 10,000 water. And we are sitting at 23 beavers. So let me check. Let's go calculate for 30 beavers. That seems like a nice amount of beavers. If we want to have a 30 beavers and 180 days is the longest drought, we need 16,200 water. So I would like to store at least these 10 to 12,000 of the water, because we can pump easily 4,000 or maybe, or probably even more water. I'm not going to calculate that. So preferably I would like to have 16,000 water, like for the whole population, but at least 12,000 would be really nice. So I will still be balancing our population around 18 to 20 beavers, I guess, pausing and unpausing the breeding pod, and trying to aim at that level. Okay, this looks good. Look at that. So much territory. We can even... This will be contaminated. We can't plant anything there, but we can build an irrigation system here and have farms permanently here in one spot. I still would like to do those separate islands for separate things, but I think we are not really in that position currently to be doing it. We don't even have an access to tubeways, so I think we can do for now here. And then later, when we have access to more resources and more beavers, we can literally do whatever we want. Because even here would be nice farm on this island. Or this island. This is more suitable, as it is much closer. This is much bigger, but it is not really that usable, and it's quite far away for our farmers. But this is just right next to us. We should start making some explosives. We don't even need extract. We can do without it. This is the closest source for the bad water, so we are going to tap into this. Stairs and stairs. Oh, bad tide approaching. A long time no see. Definitely not in this video. Alright, so we will have a bad tide, preferably a short one. Or we can later really just use this area to hold more water. And then use this island for farming or this island for farming. I will think about it, but for now I want to get up here and start gathering some bad water so we can turn those into explosives. And let's prioritize these tanks to be built. We can leave this expansion for later. That's okay. Anyways, it will not be finished in 2 days. We can still let in some water, but I don't see really a reason. We can do it. But there are no pumps. We would need to build another set of pumps to get this water out. And it will be only 1 high. So this will not last that long. But anyways, you know what, let's fill it up. There is no harm in doing it so. And it is a little bit more blue. It will look nice. We'll fill it up. But I must close it, otherwise we will lose the water from our main reservoir, as this will spill over soon. And our water tanks are doing good, except for this one, as it is quite far away from a road. That's the main issue, so let's finally do this. Move this kohlrabi here. And we will connect it together and on this that spot. And they will be able to more effectively fill up even that tank. Alright, you see, this is already spilling over, so let's close this floodgate and leave it like that. Anyways, less than a day and there will be a bad tide. Again. Bad, 22 beavers stable. Let's go and pause the breeding pod again. I will let it down to like 18, 17 or whatever, and then we will unpause the breeding pod again. It depends on the length of the bad tide, of course. If it will be very long one, I keep running only one. I will rather do with less population than risking losing everything. Alright, 0-1 days. Let's close the floodgates. Keep just 2 pumps running as our tanks are filled up. And we have just 10-day bad tide, so that will be really a quick one. And that will be all for today's episode, so thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please push that like button and subscribe. And look at this jewel, this oasis in the midst of the red bad tide. We will endure, we will build a great civilization here. Have a nice day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.